Hi, I'm Carl and welcome back to Adventures in Camping. Today we're going to look at some knots and how those knots help you tie lashing. Lashing is where you're tying basically poles together to create something that you can use for your camp. Stick with me and I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so let's talk cordage. When lashing, it's very important to have the right kind of cordage in order to do the specific task that you're looking for. With this, I have several different types of cordage. Some of this is good, some of this will work, but is not so good, okay? Quickly, this is jute twine, okay? I actually like jute twine. However, jute twine is not strong in the long run. Next, on not being so strong, is cotton twine. Cotton twine is good for small projects. It's also really good for tying up a piece of meat and hanging over the fire, but not good for lashing. Not anything very large anyway, or needs to be strong. Okay, the next thing that is not really very good, I would say, is this stuff here. It's from the hardware store. It's a cheap rope. It doesn't have a very strong breaking strength. I would really seriously try not to use this. I have it in a pinch. It works. I don't really like it, but it works. Next is 550 cord. 550 cord is good, but it's kind of expensive. I don't know if you really want to do a bunch of lashing with 550 cord, especially if you want the thing to last for a while. You want something that's going to last for a while, last out in the weather, but not cost you a fortune. So let's discard this one. Then there's this stuff. It's pretty good, and it's not too bad to tie with, and it's not horribly expensive. So this is a decent option. I wouldn't completely discount this, but we're not going to go with this right now. I want something that's going to last a long time. All right, we're almost done with cordage. Remember, what you use for lashing needs to be something that you're familiar with, that you're comfortable with working. So use that. Number 36 bank line. It's strong, it's durable, it lasts a long time, it's tar coated, it's nylon. I'm not going to have to worry about it for a very long time. I have little things that I've lashed together that have been lashed together for a couple of years that are still as strong as they were the day that I lashed it together. And let's look at those now. Coming up, I'll show you the knots that you need in order to do your lashing with. There aren't many. It's easy. Stick with me and we'll get right back to it. There are several different types of lashing that you need to learn for fabricating, assembling, whatever you want to call it, utilitarian devices for your camp. So let's look at those types of lashing. All right, one, and this is using the cord that I told you about, that white cord. It has lasted. It's lasted fairly well. However, I really can't say however. There's not a lot of negatives to it. It's just a heavier cord. Anyway, this is diagonal lashing. Okay, diagonal lashing is when you want to put two sticks together to make something like, a sawbuck. Okay, so with this is nice and sturdy. You see it does not want to move, and it's been this way for actually probably a year or more. Okay, so diagonal lashing is one of the lashings that you want to use. Next on the lashing hit parade is square lashing. These are for when you want to put two pieces together in an X shape. If you're fabricating something, you're constructing something, and you have pieces that are perpendicular. this is perfect for it. Okay? And this is done with the number 36 bank line. And continuous lashing. But continuous lashing is great for making a stool, making a tabletop, a number of things. This is configured in a miniature version of what you might find in a Chippewa kitchen. It gives a little bit of a tabletop there. You're going to make it longer than this. Also, this is something that you do not have to do. I split these pieces to create a flat top. You don't have to do that, but you do want to make sure that when you do it, that the sticks, poles, rods, whatever you're using to make it are uniform. So it's kind of even all the way across, so you're going to have pots and things tipping on it. All right? This one knows there's a frame. What are these? These are square lashing. Okay? You're going to make your frame, then you're going to put this on that. It makes it a lot easier if you do that. So here is an example of tripod lashing. Okay? Lashed all the way around, 3 places. Okay? So that's tripod lashing. Next is an example of round lashing. Round lashing you're going to use for extending a pole or a leg of something if it's not long enough, and other purposes for round lashing. It is a very sturdy lashing as long as it's nice and tight. Shear lashing is great if you want to attach something to a tree, say like to make a hanger. There's a number of uses for shear lashing, but that is the other form of lashing. Shear lashing. Sheerly delightful. Sheer. I had to go there, didn't I? Yeah. As promised, I am now going to show you how to do the basic knots that you need for lashing. It's very, very simple. And doesn't take long. Okay? First of all, you need a clove hitch to start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a underhanded loop and a second underhanded loop and pass that over the first one. Then I'll take these and put them over the pole. And there you go. The clove hitch. Now when you're ending it, what you're going to do, let's pretend this is all lashed. So you're going to take this end piece, this is the lash, this is the end that went into the lashing, okay? And we're going to say this is the end of that, okay? Because I want you to be able to see the difference. Then we're going to tie a square knot. Okay, so the square knot is around, back to itself, over and under. And there you have a square knot. And that's how you end your lashing. With the clove hitch, there is a second way to tie it, because you're not always going to be able to loop it down over the end of a pole, okay? So the other way to do a clove hitch, okay, is now I'm coming in from under and over, okay? See how I made that cross itself? Just think you got to go P, and you're crossing your legs, all right? And then this comes back underneath, okay, just like so. And there you have your clove hitch. It kind of makes a letter N. Okay, nifty, huh? Yeah, the letter N is for nifty. Well, in the interest of not dragging this out forever, I'm going to come back with another video and start showing how to actually make these lashings. So stick with me. Come back next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And have a great day.